State leaders have unveiled a set of best practices for those providing care to sexual assault victims. Wisconsin Attorney General Josh Kaul making the announcement earlier today. Sexual assault response teams work to minimize the potential for more survivor trauma when engaging with the criminal justice system through a victim-centered approach. This includes collaborating on supporting victims and providing extensive options and resources for those being cared for. Officials say the new recommendations provide guidance on how teams should prioritize the safety, privacy, and well-being of every victim.
It acknowledges that justice is served and only served when victims are listened to, believed, taken seriously, and their input into the criminal justice system is valued and respected.
Statewide data shows only 5,215 sex offenses were reported in 2022, which officials say is roughly 20% of the number that actually